Right? She's here!
I know.
It's the greatest day ever!
I know.
My young Mary's here! And we're offering a photo op that you don't want to miss, so don't show up late. Get online right now. I'm pretty sure Grace...
Raise your hand right now if you've already purchased it.
Not enough people.
Really, Norton?
What? We're gonna ask that again at the end of the panel, and I expect many more hands.
It's so exciting to have you guys. I'm not going to waste any more time because this is magic. Go do your thing.
Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am to be back in company with this lady here. 100 years ago, I think it was my first or second convention ever. Birmingham.
Yeah,
I had a
our first
beanie
one.
on. I sat on a stage with you, and I remember just feeling so nervous. And I was like, I hope this beanie makes me look like Jared. I hope I look cool like him, so all these people like me. And you guys,
Little did you know.
they just like us. They're friendly, good people.
Thanks, guys. I remember our bus ride over from the hotel to that convention. I was terrified.
Yeah, it's scary.
And we had a conversation about whether or not anyone would recognize us. We had done one episode at the time. And we were coming up with a plan of, well, we could just hang out and be fans, because no one's gonna know who we are.
Yeah, isn't that weird? That
And
is
100 years later, here we are.
the moment you go to your first convention, you're like, wait a minute. Wait, what is this? What do we do? And now the only thing I know how to do is convention. I don't know how to do anything else but stand up here and be a wild animal. I wore a diaper last night.
I was gonna ask about that.
If this was a scene between us, you would be reprimanding me for my bad decision making. But considering it's not a scene, you're not surprised.
I'm encouraging the bad decisions.
Me at 43 years old in a diaper. The theme was New Year's Eve, so I was the first baby born on New Year's.
Oh, clever.
And I had a giant diaper on that from the back looked like it was full. It wasn't. And it sold a lot of photo ops, so it was successful.
It sold a lot of photo ops.
Yes, what happens in Vegas? What happens in Vegas, if you don't know, ends up on Instagram forever. It's fantastic.
You chose that. That was your life choice.
That is. This is the same similar thing that my wife would have said to me right now in this moment. She'd be like, I wish I could even make a joke about this, but this is your choice and you made it because that's what you wanted.
You searched for an adult size baby diaper.
In fact, I had a meeting with several team members of Creation, and I said, can you guys track down a giant diaper? And then Randy, shout out to Randy. Randy goes, I know a guy, Matt. And not only do I know a guy, he says he's got just the thing you need. And I said, Randy, please make sure nothing's gonna be
It was custom.
Too revealing.
Custom made giant diaper.
And he showed up with the costume of costumes. You'll see it somewhere, somehow on Instagram.
Oh, I've seen it.
All right, we're gonna take some questions, and then we're gonna maybe give you some answers. Hi over here, how are you?
I'm good, how are you today, Matt?
I'm doing fantastic, now that I have pants on.
So I asked you this question yesterday, so I'm gonna aim it towards Amy today.
Okay, do it.
All right, so Amy, if Survivor, which is in their 50th season, if you were on Survivor and it was all supernatural people, who's gonna win? Who's gonna be kicked off first, and who do you form an alliance with?
I am not prepared to think this hard right now. Okay, who is gonna win? See, the fact that you just reminded me that everything that happens in Vegas ends up on Instagram, I'm suddenly terrified of who I'm about to insult.
Yeah, do it anyways. I said I would win because I'm a narcissist, and I said Felicia Day, I would form an alliance with.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You feel like she's crafty, I just feel like she knows things. And then who would lose? What did I say?
You would vote off Jensen.
Jensen, yeah.
I'd vote off Jensen immediately because he's got too much going on well for himself, and I don't like that. I don't like that he's pretty and he smells good, and he's talented, and he can sing, and he's kind. I just don't really.
He doesn't both.
If I had a list of shit I didn't like in people, Jensen has all of it. It's all of it. Most of the stuff you guys love, I obviously hate, so.
Isn't Matt so kind?
He looks great in white pants. It's weird.
Oh, I know.
It's fair.
Really good.
It's fair.
It bothers me.
White pants, that's brave. Okay, who I kind of think I would be the one to lose because.
What?
Here's the thing. I would have a really good attitude about it. I'd be super positive. But I am so scared of things like that.
I just feel like you rise to the occasion.
I mean, you know, it depends.
Drop kicking trees, coconuts would fall down, you'd be building fire with your powers like this. I don't know.
This is why I need him in my life always.
It's a sci-fi episode of Survivor, so we have special effects. That's just how it goes.
Well, in that case. All right.
Who would lose? If you had to pick a loser, of all the supernatural people, who's the most losery survivor?
Or the most threatening that you want to get rid of first.
Or the most threatening, like Jensen, with all of his goodness. It's terrible. The good thing about having Jared around is he wouldn't have to climb the tree. He could just reach up and grab a coconut.
I feel like he would do very well.
He would, and talk about
I
guys
think he
that
might
kick.
win, actually.
He really kicks hard.
He's got the power, he's got the height, he just, like, it can be intimidating.
And he's got a long
He's got the
torso, so I
voice.
feel like he could swim fast if he was chasing a fish.
Yeah, he also would help us. Like, he'd be, you know, he wouldn't, like, leave us to rot. He would be like, get on my back.
That's true. And we could cut his hair off and weave a rope.
Or a blanket.
A blanket? Well, imagine that Jared hair blanket. That shit would be hot.
Sounds a little itchy, but, you know, I'd go for it.
I could do that on the QVC
Yeah,
shopping channel.
He's my front runner right now.
I like that.
I think I would form an alliance. Oh gosh, it's like so close in my. I want to say Ruth, because I feel like she could sum up some of that like magic
that's
and
what I
just
think.
make things happen.
You always gotta have a good witch on Survivor.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
a good, somebody's got powers.
Yeah, and you know the flip side is like she also has the maternal instinct, so she would look out for us. But yeah, she could sum up the dark powers.
Would you do Survivor? Like if they called us, you and I right now, and they said, could you do whatever, how long do you have to be away from your kid?
39 days.
30 days, it's a stretch. So 30 days for how much money?
23? It's 23 days now.
How much money? $1 million.
Yeah, I do it.
In 23 days, there's nothing I wouldn't do for $1 million. I would sell my kid to you guys.
Because I
buy
love my kid.
There's nothing.
That's what he's worth to you, $1 million?
I mean, yeah, but I buy him back and I try to get a discounted rate. He's worth a lot, but I'm really cheap, so
Because it's desperate times right now. Yes, I would do it. 23 days for $1 million. I would.
But you'd have to deceive people a little bit. You'd have to,
But it's a game.
I'm just saying, if it was your friends and family and you had to look me dead in the eye and tell me a lie and just, just get me off and keep your people on.
I'd give you a little cut.
Okay. I don't need a lot. Whatever cut she gives me is all I'm gonna be able to offer to buy back my kids, so I hope it's enough. If not, good luck to him. All right, we're doing Survivor, that's happening. Tell Jeff Probst to give us a ring, we're here 50 seasons later.
We're in.
God knows he doesn't need any more money after hosting that show for 50 seasons. Is he also the EP of that show?
Yeah.
Good God! I hope he's built
How old is
a village somewhere. I don't know, but
He's immortal. They have
But they do
survival
seasons.
injections.
it's not 50 years.
No, 2 seasons per
Okay.
year.
5 years.
That's less intense.
I can divide.
Still though, that's a lot.
25 years doing the same thing.
Almost as many seasons as Supernatural.
I can't wait till we do the back 10 seasons. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy.
Season 50.
Just gray hair Jared rolling out.
With that bad
Jensen's
wig.
still like, I can get around a little bit.
They're never gonna age. It's not happening.
All right, we're doing it. We're doing the Survivor. Hi, wait, this side, we did that side.
I'm gonna warn you right now, I normally wear glasses, so I cannot see anyone.
This is me too. I'm super blind now. Way
So
super
much
blind.
better.
Can't even see my iPhone without glasses on.
So when I got married, I accidentally didn't put contacts in, and all my nerves went away because I couldn't see anyone. It was great. I just like walked straight.
I love it. It's a good acting technique. Sometimes I get in front of an actor and I'm so intimidated, and I'm like, as soon as I take my glasses off, they just turn into a blur. Who cares? I'll just look at this mishmash of face and I'll say my lines. It really helps being blind sometimes.
No, it's a gift. Take those glasses off.
But you have a question. Wait, hold on. But before your question, you know what I just realized? We're no younger. We're no longer young.
You just realized that right now?
No, but like we're not young Mary and young John. We're just kind of like middle-aged John and Mary now.
No, we're still the younger ones. Therefore, we have that title.
Do you know what I found out yesterday? That there were 4 John Winchesters. Do you know who told me? A man that should have known this information. Richard Spade Jr., which when he said it to me, I was like, all right, where's the joke, right? What's he gonna say? Does anybody know the 4th John Winchester who played the character? You guys are...
Shocked. I am shocked right now.
I feel like somebody's asking AI currently. Anyways, Gil McKinney, when he plays my father, tucks in a baby John Winchester. Oh! Now who knows the most about the show? Y'all thought you knew the right questions asked. Okay, sorry, your turn.
Hi, I wanted to ask, since Matt was the baby last night for karaoke, Amy, what karaoke costume would you want to wear if you were to pick a costume this year?
My pajamas.
Most
Right.
comfortable.
I have to say, this was the first year in at least 3 that I made it until midnight. I was very proud of myself. Thank
I
you.
only make it to East Coast midnight, which is 9 p.m. And I haven't seen midnight in 9 years. Not a Pacific
Welcome
Coast
to
time.
parentinghood.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I don't remember the last time I was not in pajamas on New Year's.
That's the best part about having kids.
It's great.
It's full
fantastic.
excuse to be like, you know what, I'm going to the grocery store in my fucking PJs. So, and when
I
somebody
am wearing jeans today.
and when somebody looks at me like he couldn't have put some shoes, or he just put Crocs on with his socks, and he said that was going to be suitable. I look at them and I go, just like that. I get judged all day long. I just go,
Photo op right now, thank you.
thank you. Thank you for judging me. I'm a parent. Somebody raised that person that's judging me, and they were a parent who also wore their pajamas to the grocery store.
If
You
not,
know
I
that's
highly
right.
recommend it. I also feel like COVID sort of just changed the game and made pajamas socially acceptable at all times.
It did. It changed culture so much so that when we went into the pandemic, skinny jeans were cool. We came out of the pandemic, everybody's got carpenter-ass fat leg jeans because they're almost sweatpants. The wide leg jeans, I can't get on them. I've had these skinny jeans for like 100 years.
I know, me too.
Now they have to be wide
I
leg.
know.
Yeah, keep up with this culture.
Yeah.
Did we have a question over here? Over there? It's this side now. I'm super bad at keeping the back and forth going.
I'll help you.
Hello.
Hi Matt. Hi Amy.
Hi.
I've loved Supernatural for a very long time, and I've loved the depth that you both brought to young John and young Mary to help us as the viewer give context to those characters that we had already formed opinions about, and you brought some new life to that. I'm curious about how the two of you met. If you had like a chemistry read as part of the audition, or if you just met on set, and how much did you guys know about how young Mary and young John fit into the larger story of those first 5 seasons?
Do you remember? I remember when I first saw you at the airport on the plane. And then I was a nervous flyer, and I think I said something about being a nervous flyer. And that was the first time I got to see young Mary. And I just knew you were young Mary. I didn't know a lot about the show, but I just could tell that this was the actress I was gonna work with for whatever reason. And every person on the flight to Vancouver is basically going to do a job. So you kind of get on there, and I just remember going like, all right, we're gonna do this. And then they put us at a table, and I've told this story a couple times, but it wasn't so much a chemistry read, but they put us in the meeting room.
We were already cast though at this point.
Yeah, and then the boys came in.
Yes.
And I remember I was sitting down, and you were sitting next to me, and it was, I guess, a big moment because we were the young parents and gonna meet them and read across from them and all their bassy, deep Batman voices and all that shit. And then I sit down, and Jensen walks in, and it's as if he's in slow motion everywhere he goes.
1000%. A gust of wind.
You just, the aroma of the whole room turns into tobacco and vanilla. Immediately, you're questioning your sexual preferences. Immediately. And then off of his right buttocks cheek comes the moose himself. Also in slow motion, so big. And when he introduces himself, he's like fucking James Bond. He goes, "Hi, I'm Jared Padalecki." And then you hear him say his last name, and all you could think is that how you really say that? That's not how you say that. And it was so much man in a moment. That's all I remember. And then I fainted, and Amy was like, "Hey, asshole, wake up."
I remember exactly the same thing. But to answer the other part of your question, which is how much did we know? Nothing. The audition were fake names. I don't remember what, they were very generic. I mean, not that John and Mary are not.
Mine did say I had to look like Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh, wow.
It didn't say John was the name. It
So
said
I
had to
didn't
look
get
like
any of that, although I very distinctly remember walking into the audition. It was one of my first auditions post-college, so one of my first professional auditions ever. And I walked in, and I remember I saw the casting director would like look at me and then look at something, and look at me and look at something. And so as I was the whole audition, I was so distracted, like, what is he looking at, and why is it not me? So as I was leaving, I like, a little glimpse over, and he had a headshot of Sam Smith taped to his computer screen. And so during my whole read, he was like, just checking it out. And that was the first inkling I got that I was playing a younger version of her, maybe, but it didn't register until I got the call that I got the job, and then I freaked out.
Robert Ulrich was that casting director. And Robert Ulrich, that's funny, you brought back this memory for me, did the same thing with a headshot of JDM. And it was literally his picture from, he had a headshot from the movie where he plays like an Irish guy with whatever, the actor, I forget the movie, but it's so sweet, and he plays this hilarious Irish guy. And Robert Ulrich has the headshot, he's like,
He was a little more discreet for mine.
he literally holds it up in front of my face and moves it, and he goes, "All right, let's not suck, here we go."
Acting is not for the faint of
Yeah,
heart.
and then I was like a little thrown by that, but I felt confident about the audition for whatever reason. I felt good about it. And then afterwards, we got into this awesome talk about his son and him being a dad. And we had this whole dad talk, and I think that is what got me to the next. I didn't book it that day. That was a pre-read. And then I met, for a callback, him and Eric Kripke on the Warner Brothers lot. And it just so happened that I looked at Kripke and I was like, wait, we worked together already.
What?
Kripke had rewritten characters on Boogeyman 2, which I was the schizophrenic lead of, that decided to become the Boogeyman and then try to kill my sister. He wrote that for me. So
Movie night.
me and Kripke go way back. But yeah, you were just hopeful to look like, cause my face looks enough like that handsome SOB, I get all of this for the last 20 years of my life. It's the greatest gift I've ever had.
absolutely no idea.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Beyond.
You do one episode, you hopefully have no idea how Kripke writes these wonderful guest stars and these arcs and this different thing, and then you get a phone call at some point down the line to come back and do it again. What a feeling to do that, right?
Oh, it gives me the chills.
Yeah, it was amazing. It's so cool because that was the biggest moment in my life, still to this day, other than having a child, and I think being there with you is going to connect us forever. You know,
absolutely.
It was really, really awesome. So.
And it's been many years since most of us, or I don't know about anyone else, have seen each other.
Yeah.
And there is truly, it's like family. It's like a family reunion.
You guys
There's like
know
a giddy
this.
excitement and appreciation and love that we get for the rest of our lives.
And that crosses directly over to you guys
1000%.
under this umbrella of these conventions, which is the safest place for a group of people to come and love each other, and it allows us to be ourselves, which is the greatest gift on earth, is to stand on stage and be our silly diaper-wearing selves. You know what I'm saying? It's a freedom that only we get to experience and
It's
exchange
magical.
here. It doesn't exist at every convention. So thank you guys, and thank you, Amy.
Thank you. Thanks for the question. It's fun to relive those
I don't know
memories.
even, was that an answer to the question? What was the
I
question?
think so.
Oh, when we
met.
first met in cast. Okay. I get so lost.
It's okay.
Okay, we're going to the left. Stage right.
So, asking for a friend.
Sure.
my friend knows that these things can be a lot for you guys, here to there and do all your things and be happy at all times and all that. But if my friend wanted to make an impression at a convention on the Supernatural cast, so that maybe if they went out afterwards, if they had anything left in them, and they'd be like, oh, you know, there was that fan, what we call her, and see if she'll go. My friend wants to know how she would get on that list.
Wow. Your friend, huh?
Your best bet at seeing one of us after we're done trying to entertain you is being a blanket, because all we want to do is get under one and go to fuck to sleep. I'm sorry, it is what it is. We are all of the age where the partying has peaked and the plateau of just getting through the day has began. You know, where you're like, I think I should have a cup of water at some point today, and maybe stretch so I don't pull another hamstring. Like late night, you might find me in a yoga class trying to find myself.
That is more ambitious than I could.
Thank you guys, I really appreciate you.
But I will tell you this, we did a cruise, a Supernatural cruise in 2025. A couple of people came on it with us. There wasn't a huge crowd, but it was a very select, lucky number of people. And those moments on experiences like that give us the opportunity to do exactly what the kind woman who's left the building was just asking about, which is hang out and dance with you guys and be with you guys and socialize with you guys in a way, in a more, a more enclosed atmosphere. So those experiences do exist. Hopefully Creation will have something special for you guys later in the year that's not a cruise, but a special event. We'll see. I'm pitching things left and right, don't worry.
This is sponsored.
Yes, and Amy will be dragged into it because now she's on stage with me and I'm gonna force her, so.
Okay.
There you go, there you have it.
Survivor, a cruise.
Thank you for your question. We'll be partying while we sleep, so there we go. Hi.
Hi, good morning, guys. How you
Good
doing?
morning.
My name is Rob from Salt Lake City. This is my wife and I's first convention.
Hell yeah, welcome to the party.
Hey, Matt, yesterday you and I were having a conversation out there by Baby, and we were talking about the car, and it kind of got me to think, if you guys weren't characters on the show, what muscle car would you be and why?
Oh, good one. I will have to only pick one, and I may have told you about this yesterday, but it was my dad's first car, and it's the first car that we rebuilt together. It's a 1957 Chevy Bel Air, and it was painted earth brown metallic. It had a 506 blown cubic inch engine in it, producing about 700 horsepower without nitrous, and that's exactly who the fuck I am, you know? 750 horsepower of just natural chaos.
How can I follow that? My answer was going to be a sparkly purple monster truck.
Yes!
I will say, I have a three-year-old son, so I spend a lot of time playing with cars, and he's obsessed with purple. And he often, here's the fun part about being an actor. When you have kids, your acting job just changes location. So now I am rarely Mama, I'm every other character, and he'll request the characters by name. He'll be like, Mama, can you be the purple car now? And I just have to transform into the car. So I spend a lot of time as, various cars and trucks and airplanes and trains, and so right now I'm going purple sparkly monster truck.
Does your son have a favorite like show character that he goes to? Like when my son was little, he loved Tayo. Does anybody know Tayo?
I don't know Tayo.
There's like this little I think it was previously like an Asian cartoon that was dubbed, It's these little buses and these little helicopters, but they have eyes. And
we're gonna
zoom around the city. It's really good. Does he have a thing that he's really into?
He doesn't watch a ton of TV, but he is obsessed with trash trucks.
Yeah, that was a great one. I love trash trucks.
And Trash Truck is a really fun show. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. It's about a little boy who becomes best friends with a trash truck. And so that sort of sparks, we have lots of spin-offs of Trash Truck.
Yeah. I love the infatuation with cars. Macklin, when he was little, he would just look at the wheel spin. And for him, it was crazy to just see it turn. When he was one, he would just like grab the truck and hold it and just turn the wheel.
Details that you notice in the world through their eyes.
It just makes you relive everything. It's the greatest part. Yeah, it's awesome. I love this. I got my young Mary, and she's a mom, and she's a boy. She's a boy mom. Like the real, like those two assholes we raised for fake on TV.
And we got to practice.
Yes.
And do it differently in real life.
I get to do it right this time, you know? I won't abandon them maybe. I'll stick around a little longer.
Try not to kill any demons along.
Not if I sell my son off to Jeff Probst on Survivor, though. I won't see him for a while. He'll come back and
He'll
he'll be
forgive
like,
you. It's $1 million.
Mike Macklin will come back to me and be like, couldn't you just left me to hunt demons like you did the other two? Like, you had to put me on an
cash. Down payment for a house.
That's right. That's right.
Priorities.
All right, we're going back to not this side. Not this side. We're going back to that side. What car would you be if you were a car?
It would be black like baby, but I was thinking like a 72 Chevelle Super Sport because it's sleek, it's smooth, and it's fast.
Oh, chill out now. Stop hitting on me. I like that though. I like it. I like it. All right. I mean, part of me wanted to say I was going to be a Volkswagen bus, right? Because that was the car I bought almost right before the Impala when Mary yelled at me when I showed up and told her I had a 4-barrel carburetor. She was like, really? This is what we're going to raise the family in? And oh boy, did we raise a family in it. But yeah, it could have been that Volkswagen bus that I'll never forget. First day on that set, you walk up and the director's like, you know, check out the Volkswagen. We want them to think you're getting that. And I was like, how do you check out a Volkswagen besides going like, ha, that's not the one.
I grew up with one. We had a Volkswagen bus
I
growing up.
love them, but I told Mandy, I was like, can we sell both of our cars and buy that new Volkswagen bus? And
It's
she's
so
like,
cool, I want it.
no.
What?
She's like, you
Oh, I'm
can't
calling
have that. That's not like a normal car that you're gonna use. How are you gonna put wood in it? I'm always building stuff, and I'm like, it's a Volkswagen bus. It's a remake.
So
It's
we
amazing.
renovated a 1970s RV.
Oh, do you still have it? Oh my God.
We ended up selling it because it was very, very cool and a really fun project, but not very safe.
Yeah.
So when a child came into Hello?
She's still here.
Oh no!
Here. Keep telling them.
Hello? They're gonna turn this one off too. But we got a pop-up camper now. So.
Pop-up camper's fun. One time I bought a pop-up camper, and then I went camping. After I was done camping with it, I sold it on Craigslist for $100 more than I bought it off Craigslist for. It was a special day. I'm gonna grab a new microphone. Amy, entertain these folks.
It's working now.
I know, but it's gonna stop when I get to an important part.
Don't leave me.
Hi, I'm back. Is this loud? Can you hear me? Okay.
I feel more powerful now with your mic.
You are more powerful, and you don't need my mic. You are just more powerful. I was telling Amy backstage, and I know this is not answering your questions right now, but I just want to say a shout out to all the moms and all the people that make babies and make people out there, because it's pretty awesome, and it's pretty amazing, and it's pretty inspiring. And if you guys haven't high-fived your mom lately, you probably should. So go ahead and do that when you get a chance. It's pretty awesome. Congratulations, by the way, on being a mom of a 3-year-old and all that stuff. It's really, we didn't get a lot of time to catch up, so we'll just do it right here in front of everybody. I'm really proud of you, and I'm happy to be here sharing this stage with you again. It feels great. And
So great.
I've known you for so long now, which is scary because I'm an old man now. I have to dye my hair to be on TV.
Welcome to
I
the
know.
world.
Yeah, that's true. That's not new. Okay, we'll keep with questions now. I'll stop reminiscing. Hi, over there.
Karaoke was really the highlight of my night. It was my first convention, so that was really fun.
Thank you. You sang did you sing last night?
Yeah, I sang Hungry Like a Wolf with my brother.
Oh, it's amazing. Well done. We like the participation.
So on the subject of music, if you had a song that had to loop in your head every day for the rest of your life, what song would it be?
Oh, man.
By choice, like a song we would want to loop, or it's just stuck in there?
You pick a song and it just stays there.
Well, that's a tough question. It would definitely not be, this is the song that never ends.
Why am I? That's so mean.
Because I hate my wife, because she does that same thing to me with that damn song, and that's all I can think about. Not that song. Any song but that song, and definitely not Baby Shark do 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 do. Not that one, and definitely not this other one that I don't know if you saw, but I'm gonna do it anyways. The Fork in the Garbage Disposal. Ding 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 ding. Not that one. So I'm trying to find one that I would like on loop. Definitely not Carry On My Wayward Son, because boy, I've heard that one a lot.
I actually have a problem with this. I think this is a real thing, like a medical condition. I often will lay in bed at night and the same song will replay all night. And I've tried all the tricks. I've done, you're supposed to apparently sing Inspector Gadget. Makes them go away.
They're playing tricks on your microphone. Well, I just heard it cut out again. If you look at Inspector Gadget.
No, the da-da-da-da, Inspector Gadget, da-da.
But then you're gonna do that all night.
Then, yes. So then I read like, okay, you sing Happy Birthday over and over. No, then I'm singing Happy Birthday all night.
None of that's gonna work.
It's awful.
Drugs. Some pot gummies are gonna get better. This is
like a nightmare of mine to have a song in my head because it literally happens to me and it's haunting.
It does, and it's never the whole song, but it's like 20 seconds of the song.
It's one part.
The bridge or just the chorus.
That's one of the solutions I read. You have to sing all the way to the end. So then I sing all the way to the end, and then it starts over.
And then it turns into Oscar Mayer has a name, it's B-O-L-O-G, and it just can't stop. It's always just one.
I also, fun fact, I teach early childhood education music to babies, infants and toddlers. So my entire life are literally my world revolves around baby songs. So I spend a lot of time with the same song over and over and over, and that's my job. Like, I get paid to do this. So when I lay in bed at night, it is not my choice.
Yeah, that's what. If you had to pick a song on loop, what would it be? How could you do it?
I think probably Moonlight Serenade by Glenn Miller.
How's that go?
Goes something like that.
Just instrumental?
Yeah. There's no lyrics.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I would play on loop. It's not really a song, but since my son's been born, I can't sleep without a sound machine.
Me too!
You better play my brown noise. I need my brown noise. I don't need white noise. I don't need gray noise. I don't need black noise. I need brown noise. It's got like a bass to it. It's like, and it just feels like some big man has got me spooned up and is growling in my ear.
Like you're in the womb.
It's just nice. It just you feel. It's not a sexual thing. It's just like I feel like I'm scooped up by a big bear of a man, and he's in my ears going. And for whatever reason, I sleep really great when under those circumstances.
So in the middle of the night last night, I'm laying there wide awake. I'm like, I have to go to sleep. I have to go to sleep. And I realized I couldn't sleep because I didn't have my noise machine.
I never leave home without a noise machine. And when I do, I have an app noise machine on my phone. And also, little known fact, so does Richard Speight Jr. I in fact worked on a project where I shared a house with him and Jim Beaver. Jim Beaver and I were in 2 rooms next to each other, silent.
See that documentary.
And Rich's brown noise machine in the room across the house was so loud, it sounded like I was still being cuddled by the big bear behind me. It was unbelievable. He has to have his loud. I don't know if it's because he's a little deaf or that he's just scared of the sound of the night. I don't know what it is. It is a screaming sound, like there's a bomb being dropped somewhere.
Good.
And he's
so good. I'm so dependent
sleeping.
on it.
Yeah, I'm dependent on pot gummies to sleep and the sound machine. I highly recommend it once you get past a certain age to not take Ambien and try this other alternative. It really does, works great. Don't listen to any music before you lay down though, because then that thing happens and it's...
Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong.
I'm telling you, it's just, don't listen to me. Well, you teach the music, so now you have a legit excuse.
In there.
That's challenging. I feel like I'd have to go to some sort of therapy to release, like, I know we need to be...
I need to pause button.
Like hypnotize me out of the song, you know? Yeah. But then I would just make another song happens. Even when I'm like, I close my eyes, it's like, there's a fence and there's a sheep, and I'm like, sheep, 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 sheep,
Oh, I feel so seen right now.
Oh my God, thank you. That's all I want to do is listen and see people. That's what I'm practicing. Also with my therapist.
Me too.
Okay, well, we know some things about you. Thank you so much for your question. Hello.
Good morning, Amy and Matt.
Good morning.
Good morning, Maureen. What problem are you starting today? Would you like to enlighten the crowd at what kind of drama you're going to bring upon us?
Not very polite, Matt.
I'm going to be an angel.
I don't believe that for a second. Continue.
So, I know Matt didn't know the answer to this question, and he might not know it now. I know the whole audience does know the answer to this question, but Amy, where
Does not know the answer to this question.
You probably will. Where did Sam and Dean get their names from? So who are they named after?
My parents.
Very good. See, Matt?
What are their names? What were your parents' names?
Samuel and Deanna.
That's right. I remember you telling me. No idea. That's new information to me. Thank you for asking and thank you for telling me. That is.
It was the trivia question on the cruise, the only answer I knew.
I was just wanting to name them something else the whole time.
Disappointed, Matt. I'm disappointed.
You know, but
What do you
Mom,
want to name them?
I can't say it right now. I was gonna call them, what was I thinking about? I'm trying to remember. It's been years now. What was it? I was gonna call them Sprocket and Rusty.
Sprocket?
I just feel like
It's
that
a
Jensen's a little bit of
beautiful
Sprocket and Jared could be a Rusty. It would have been a different show. It would have been a different show completely. There would have been a pickup truck. It would have been a Ford pickup truck, yes. A 4x4. There'd be a lot of like Jensen walking in and just smashing a beer can. Wow, got it.
Full diaper right there.
He wouldn't even eat pie anymore. That wouldn't even be part of it. It would be Sprocket. He'd just be walking around with a can of WD-40 trying to spray stuff down and keep it not squeaky. I don't know where this is going. I'm not sure. This is what Maureen does to me every day. She drives me all the way to my insane place. Hi over there.
Hi, darlings. How are you?
Good. How are you?
So my question is we're all here because we are obsessed with Supernatural. And my question is, has there ever been a piece of pop culture media that you were ever just obsessed with to the point that it took over kind of your life and your soul? You're just hyper fixated on it.
Not by choice, but because my kid's a kid, I have to get obsessed with things. Right now it's FNAF. Those of you who don't know, that's Five Nights at Freddy's. My kid will only watch the movie in the daytime. It's the only scary movie he's ever seen, and he's been sleeping in my bed for the last 3 years because of it. I'm not ashamed to say I am also obsessed with animatronic robots now, and so my son and I try to build everything out of cardboard and hot glue and make just everything Five Nights at Freddy's.
Don't you want Matt to be your dad?
The problem with me as a dad is that I am also a child. And
That is not a problem.
when Macklin's like, hey, Mom's working out, do you want to jump off of this? I go, why are you even asking me? What? And the next thing I know, I'm in the hospital and he's like, Ma, something happened to Dad, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
And she knew exactly what happened.
And she walks out like, oh, Jesus, not again. All right, just get yourself up, I'll call somebody. And I'm like, I can't walk. And she's like, it's fine, yeah, I know. Have a gummy and go to sleep, Matt. Sing the Oscar Mayer Wiener song and shut your face. I lay there on the floor, I'm like, Oscar Mayer. Terrible.
Bleeding everywhere. One of the things that I am just in absolute awe of about the Supernatural fandom, I wouldn't even use the word obsession. The just
passion.
Yeah, the passion and the love and the commitment that you guys have to this show is beyond words. I don't know that I've ever had that level of love, really, for anything in terms of pop culture. It's something that I really admire and respect, and it is, yeah.
I think there's something to be said about the chosen family, and I think this kind of unites us all in a really weird way. Even us as actors playing people, we had to choose to love each other, we had to choose to love those boys, and by choosing love over choosing hate, which takes up way too much energy, so let's just drop that, the world's a whole better place. There's no other convention where you breathe this type of atmosphere. It just doesn't exist. Other conventions are great, get their autographs, they hear whoever say their funny thing, and that's happening. but it's a family, and we all choose to accept each other no matter what. And I think
Over and over, too.
over and over, years after the show is off the air. You know what I'm saying? And that is why it is special. That is what we give each other, and it's returned both ways. You can't beat it.
You also can't describe it. I often am asked, like, what are the conventions like? And I can't describe it because it's not like anything else.
And if you try to describe it, the comments, right, the people are like, oh, you're going to make a check for an appearance. I'm like, no, I'm probably going to cry and laugh and sweat and do all these crazy things.
And be forever changed.
With people you don't know, but people that we're exchanging love, so it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah. It's fine to be a little weird with a diaper, because we love each other. It's Maureen and Maurice right here. They're absolute.
Did you write that down? It's fine
danger.
to be a little weird with a diaper. That's what I want you to take away from this.
That might be the tattoo I get in the vendor's room today.
I'm excited to get to know you guys.
I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of this panel. Thank you guys for coming. How are you? Great cosplay.
Yeah, I see that.
I wanted to say, following this panel, there will be a moment where we're going to have a Young John and Young Mary photo op, which is something we haven't done in 1 million years. Don't miss out on that. That's going to happen right after this. Whoever's coming up here to talk to you next, not nearly as exciting as a Young John and Young Mary do a photo op. It's going to look a lot like this.
Without us, there would be no boys.
Right, and more you than me, because you bore them into the earth. And
I mean, it's 50-50 if we're talking about it.
I tried to help as much as I could, you know. You guys can picture it, so.
The next panel will be how babies are born.
Yes.
So, hi, I have another question, this time for Amy. The show often brings characters back and actors back, and Matt, we saw you come back in season 11 with Baby, and they brought Mary back with Sam Smith for an arc. I'm just curious if you had watched the end of the show, and Amy specifically, if they brought you back as Mary, either what kind of storyline would you have liked to see you play?
Wow.
I loved you in the action storyline in the second episode with you and McNiven kicking ass. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I would love to see, I just want to go, maybe it'll happen someday. I think that there's still a lot of unanswered questions. I think that there's still a lot of who was Mary at her core, where did she come from? We saw glimpses of her young as a fighter. I would love to go deeper into that and explore more of the origin story, our version. I mean, nothing against the spinoff.
Listen, we got a version left, right? There's been some great shots and some spin-offs, some very successful content made. The content that hasn't been made, I don't know, I haven't really thought much about it, but let's say 1978 to 1982, just before Sammy's born, it's young John coming back from war, and he's got a baby Dean, and it's me and you working through things. I got a lot of PTSD, and the first scene of the pilot is actually where I drive my truck down the road and I see a young Bobby, I think, and so I stop and I get out and I'm like, how's that guy there? And then Rich has probably got a camera back here, so I'll turn for a second and I'll go like this, but I don't see anybody and it's real creepy, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, supernatural. We're back, motherfuckers, and that's what you get. Boom! Mary comes in and says, go to sleep already, you dumbass.
Take your gummy.
Yes, that's right. And it's on HBO Max, so I wear a diaper in every episode.
Done.
There you go.
I was interested in that show until the costume choices started being listed.
You don't even know this diaper has become a whole character of its own. It's getting its own spin-off.
Wow. That's awful, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Distracting.
I saw Matt in the diaper, so I just wanted to say I can't unsee that.
Sorry.
Yes. And I just want to say, you are welcome. So have that. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Amy Gumenick!
Yeah, you all are welcome. You all are welcome, because we never get this, but we need this more. Ladies and gentlemen, Amy Gumenick and Matthew Cohen.